What's going on, guys? Welcome to Everything Always. My name's Michael Roman. The two villains for Thor Love and Thunder apparently leaked last week, one of which was to be expected, and we're going to break her down as well. But another one has huge implications, not only for the end of Phase 4 and what might happen with Thor's storyline, but the introduction of a certain Galactus in Phase 5 or Phase 6 to come. We're going to break down who the two villains are and which one specifically leads right into Galactus. But first, if you could, grab the subscribe button. We're giving away 2 PlayStation 4 Pros, as well as a whole slew of other Marvel-related stuff, including copies of Avengers Endgame in DVD and Blu-ray all this month. All you have to do, hit the subscribe button, then hit the notification bell, leave a like and a comment on this video, and if you want, stick around to the end of the video. I'll get into all the giveaway stuff again there. Now, reportedly, the villainy for Thor 4 Love and Thunder is going to be presented in quite the dichotomy, the first of which an old school classic villain, the Enchantress, which we're actually going to break down in the later part of this video, because the second villain rumored is the opposite end of the spectrum, a new school villain in Gorr the God Butcher, a far more interesting and bloody backstory with some huge implications as to not only what's going to happen in Thor 4, but what it might be leading up to in Phase 5, as this is the official last installment. Now, if you haven't heard of Gorr the God Butcher before, he's one of the classic Job stories, born in an age of gods, taught to believe in them, but has everything that could possibly go wrong in your life, including all of your family and your last-born son dying of starvation. This definitely turns you against said gods, and when he finds out that gods are in fact real, he decides that his life's mission is to kill them all. That, of course, presents quite the problem for our favorite god in Thor, Odin's son. Now, without giving away too much about what happens the first time they meet, as we're likely to see this on the big screen, they're equally matched opponents, so much so that Thor's actually bested and almost killed. The only way he's able to survive the encounter is to conjure a lightning strike so powerful it knocks the two of them out. You may be asking yourself, why is this guy Gorr so powerful? Just wanting to kill gods doesn't imbue you the power to do so, and that's because he owns something, the Black Necro sword. He was given this when he witnessed someone kill a golden god with it, and the sword allows him to do a ton of things: conjure weapons, Spawn style, fly around, but most importantly, the Black Necro sword gives Gorr the power to kill gods. Extremely important when you're trying to kill Thor. Now, it's rumored that this sword was actually forged in the head of a dead celestial, which is also pretty interesting considering there is a head of a dead celestial already floating around the MCU. A lot of you guys will remember Nowhere, specifically in Guardians of the Galaxy, and then again in Infinity War. And if this should be the birthplace, the forging of the Black Necro sword in the MCU, then it might as well be Guardians of the Galaxy's second Easter egg for Galactus. Here's the thing, when Gorr finally comes to kill Thor for the last time, he's able to beat him and banishes that Black Necro sword that's capable of killing gods to a black hole, only to have to turn around and retrieve it when the appearance of Galactus forces him to need that sword in order to defeat him. Now, what's awesome about Thor 4's placement in the Phase 4 slate is that it's dead last leading into Phase 5, and a lot of people have assumed, as we are on the precipice of D23, that Fantastic Four, given what Kevin Feige said right at the end of SDCC, will be coming in Phase 5. And if this happens, if we actually get the Black Necro sword in any sort of way before the introduction of the Fantastic Four, and then the associated characters and villains like Silver Surfer and Galactus, then there's a good possibility that they're setting this up and giving the MCU the weapon they need to defeat Galactus once he finally shows up somewhere down the road, Phase 5 or Phase 6. Now, I mentioned in the earlier part of this video and in the prologue that there was a second villain going to show up in Thor Love and Thunder, presumably the love part of this, and that's the Enchantress. There's been 2 versions of her in the comics, the first of which was created by Odin to go kill Thor's love interest on Earth, namely Jane Foster, who we all know is set to become the new Thor. This could be the case left over from an earlier movie or time, but more likely now that Odin is gone, that she's the creation of Loki, or even maybe Hela, considering that Hela may still be lurking somewhere around the MCU. Let us not forget, though, that Valkyrie will also play a prominent role. Tessa Thompson's already negotiated her return for that, and also she's the king of Asgard now. I'm pretty sure she's going to be the one who grants Mjolnir and the power of Thor that mantle to Jane Foster. It seems like it's well within her power to do so now that she's the new king of Asgard and technically the new Odin. Either way, let me know what you guys think in the comments about the coming of Lady Thor, the coming of maybe Enchantress Enchantress, but more specifically Gore the God Butcher, how crazy that's going to be. I think Taika Waititi's style as far as the fights are concerned as well, his cinematography is going to lend itself towards that storyline. I can't wait to see what they decide to go with and if this is the storyline that they actually choose. And quickly, let's get into the giveaway stuff before I let you go. All right, we're still giving away 2 PlayStation 4 Pros, the next of which is at the 500,000 subscriber mark. All you have to do, hit the subscribe button, then hit the notification bell, leave a like and a comment on this video. We're also, for the last week over on my Spotify account, Allfire's, giving away another PlayStation. Like I said, this is the last week to enter. We're closing it at the end of the week, no matter whether we hit the 10,000 follower mark or not. All you have to do, follow the description down in the link in the comments below. If you have a Spotify account, great. If you don't, it's free to make one. All you need is an email. Follow my account, Allfire's. The follow button is up in the top right hand corner. Screenshot that, then send the screenshot to everythingalwaysyt@gmail.com. That's everythingalwaysyt@gmail.com. Far fewer people are going to do this and jump through the hoops than sub here at the channel. It'll greatly boost your odds of winning a PlayStation 4 Pro. Plus, in the meantime, it helps support me and my music. So if you're just curious about that as well, you can hit the link and stream my song I Bleed Stars. My name's Michael Roman. This is Everything Always, guys. Thanks for checking out the channel, Everything Always, and stick around. We'll be posting again real soon.